finish a tour, coming back with another Sunday 16. And a couple weeks ago, I know we did a little like series where I interviewed Cliche, and this is my boy Brett. He goes by Jett Johnson on the MIC.
Yeah.
So this week, I definitely wanted to bring him on and like kind of interview him and introduce you guys to who he is, because he's a super dope local artist I've been running with for like ever. We've been making music for like over 10 years together. So definitely want to get you guys hip to him and let him tell you guys some of his story, and let him spit a couple bars for you guys. I'm just cooling out here in the park because it's like nice and relaxing out here.
Yeah.
I feel like I got my like little Miami like shirt on. I feel like I'm yeah, there you go. I've been getting into that lately. But maybe you can kind of just tell the people just like who you are, a little bit about where you're from, and like how you got into hip hop music and stuff like that.
Yeah, Jett Johnson. I was born in California originally, moved to Arizona, but I grew up in Virginia. And I don't know, from Stephen City, small town. Started making music probably at like, I don't know, was it like 15, 16 years old, just as a joke. And then, I don't know, kind of realized shortly that I was pretty good at it and people were giving me positive feedback. So I just started to take it seriously. I've been doing it for damn near 10 years now. So we're trying to make this big push to finally get out of this shithole.
Get out of this town. I feel you. That's a cool story though, because I mean, I was around when you first started like rapping. We'd be freestyling like in the minivan and stuff like that, and you always had bars. But I feel like there was I mean, that was just cool to see the dynamic of you coming in and like kicking in, because like those are your boys now. So
I don't know, just hanging around with y'all and my friends, I just developed, I guess, like a music side of my mind kind of came out, and I don't know, just learned how to flow different ways, just perfecting the craft of being, I guess, an MC, just flows, delivery, everything, I don't know, just being around my friends in general.
I feel it. I feel like a lot of people don't know like that Brett is like hip to like the art of being an MC and like hip hop. Like he studied it. He knows about old school hip hop, and I think just because it's so easy to be in music nowadays, a lot of people just assume like, oh, you make hip hop, and they just like brush you off. But you've been like definitely studying the craft for a minute now. So just make sure people are hip to that. Yeah,
for real. I don't know, I started out listening to 90s music. I was kind of like one of those dudes who's just like old school hip hop, man. Like not hating on people who like, you know, strictly old hip hop, because that's still my go-to on car rides. I don't know, just started out listening to that, literally studying the game and what people were doing, and just kind of putting myself in the 90s, even though I was just born in 92. So basically did that for years, just practicing on writing, listening to people, studying people. I mean, I don't always listen to 90s hip hop anymore, but you know, the game progresses, and that's just, everything changes at all times. So, you know what I'm saying, I have a huge mixture of what I listen to, and everything isn't hip hop anyways. I rock and roll, everything, but I try to take all of them and kind of put them together and make my own style.
Yeah, no, I feel it. This dude's flow is crazy. Like, if I could give him one compliment, like, the way that this dude be flowing on tracks, like, that's just not, I'll listen to a beat and he'll like come in and I'll be like, what the hell? How did you even think to like approach it that way? So he's definitely, as far as like his flow game and stuff, just off the chain.
Just think different.
That's how we gotta be though. But alright, so people, if you're from here, you may have heard of Space Jams. That was like y'all's first project. Which, I mean, there's songs on there that I like still heavily fuck with. Like
I still listen to it.
I love that project.
But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, like talk a little bit just about like the process of like making that project. I know like last time I asked you about a memory. I know like the whole thing is kind of a memory. Like that entire period of time is like a memory, but like just like what it felt like to be making that project and like to roll out your guys' first like mixtape, you know what I mean?
I mean, we were all probably at the time like 17, 18, and we were just being youngins, you know, like hanging out at Travis's, making music, drinking, like chilling with girls. it was just a whole vibe. That time in my life was just, I didn't, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really have any bills at the time, like,
Yeah.
didn't really have any, like,
Responsibility.
yeah, too many responsibilities. I was just going and kicking it with my homies and, like, chilling and making music, and it was, like, one of the best times of my life. But we made Space Jams. It was me, Hayden, and Hunter, and I think we dropped it on, like, the first.
It was near. It had to be around New Year's.
Yeah, it was like New Year's or something. But yeah, we got good feedback. But like, I mean, that was what, 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while
Damn,
back.
it makes me feel old. But yeah, then I dropped a solo mixtape called Jet Fuel, which did alright numbers. But I'm working on stuff now, I guess, to cut to the chase, to try and finally drop like a
Full project.
yeah, full project of my best music. I have a ton of music already made, like halfway done.
Yo, he's being
So,
stingy right now.
yeah.
Because he's got some heat that he's sitting on.
Yeah, so I don't have a name or like a release date really. I just kind of let it all happen naturally. Plus I'm like, high key lazy. So like,
No,
you know,
I feel it.
I don't know.
I
I can't write unless I'm in the mood, and I can't, just make music at all times. And it's just so different from when I was 18, where all I did all day was just like make music, because I didn't have anything going on, like any responsibilities, or didn't really even have a job at the time. But
I feel it. So, and I know personally, I feel like this too. Like, do you ever feel like going to work and doing a job that's not like in the creative space is like suffocating? Because I feel like that sometimes.
I feel that way every single day of my life. I probably think about quitting my job every day.
You're like to say every 10 seconds.
Yeah, and every job I've had, I've wanted to leave, just because it's not what I keep jobs for as long as I need to pay what I need to pay. But
Yeah.
I'm always hopping around to different jobs, and like, I don't know, man. It's just, music's the only thing I like to do, like genuinely enjoy doing, and it doesn't feel like work to me. It doesn't feel like anything other than feeling like the joy of being a child. Like that's how it makes me feel. Like, brings back memories of everything, and just being able to create your own masterpieces, I guess.
I feel like I was listening to a podcast the other day, and this guy was saying, like, he's like, I don't do things unless I feel like I am like in my like flow state. Like, if it feels like stress and it feels like it's weighing me down, then like he'll like delegate it to somebody else. Like, he's like, well, then you do this, I'm gonna stay in my creative zone. And my goal is to get to a point where I can do that, where I can say, like, this is stressing me out, this isn't really my thing, so I'm gonna hire you to do this, and then I'm gonna just keep creating and keep building and like coming up with ideas. You
just gotta get to a point in your career where you have like a manager and can be able to push off shit that you don't want to do
to like somebody that's good at
like,
it.
hey man, I want to do these taxes, can you do them for me?
Handle that.
Or I don't want to go.
Nah, I feel it.
Yeah, like,
I feel it. If you could, so like, let's say, and I've been thinking about this myself, so I wanted to ask you this, like, what would like the perfect day be like for you? Because I know what it would be like for me.
Perfect
like,
day?
You wake up and like, this is what your life is.
I feel like I'll wake up in the morning, probably sleep about till 10 o'clock or so, having a nice cup of coffee, maybe go do a little workout, which I don't do enough of, come back, take a shower, just gotta smoke some weed, get my mind right, and then probably, if in a perfect world, I would live with all my homies, and we would just create all day, have fun together, do whatever we wanted to do, basically. Make music, go play basketball, go swimming, go just do anything, and be able to live how you want to live. And basically, that's probably what I would do if I got rich.
Yeah, that's like, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's what I'm trying to do.
But that would be every day, so I can't say it's a perfect day for me.
I'm trying to, my thing is, I think I'm trying to travel with this. Like, I want to, like,
for sure.
I want to be able to, like,
I want to tour out, get the fuck out of this country too. And, but I'm saying, like, just at my household, Be a whole lot of chilling going on.
Just creating, kicking it with the homies.
I need that.
Nah, I feel it. I'm the same way.
I feel like I already had that in my life, and now I'm like, fuck.
Like, I need that back.
Yeah, like, as a kid, growing up at his house, we like could do whatever the fuck we wanted to, and like make any music we wanted to, and
it was crazy.
Sleep wherever the fuck we wanted.
I remember, alright, so this is like, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of backstory. So like, we started making this project called The Epidemic.
Yeah.
And Travis was always like behind the scenes, like he would be engineering everything, mixing stuff down, making videos and stuff like that. And so we thought like we just record and then we put it on a CD and that's it. That's what I thought. I didn't know anything other than that. And I remember like making Good Day, and we put it in the car, and we're riding around to it, and we're like, we're about to get signed. Like,
I know, right?
I really felt like that though. Like
I wish I still had that song.
I know, it's gone. It's in the archives, but like
somewhere on the internet. I know it is.
No,
some like web sharing, like
it's got to be somewhere.
Some place we used to like upload music, like a Wave, like website or something.
If anybody knows how to get Good Day, please.
I'm sure I could. I feel like I could find it on the internet somewhere.
If somebody has a CD with it, you have a gem in your hands, and you need to contact me. Or
we like get it back and listen and be like, this fucking sucks.
I know. We'll probably put it in and be like, so we thought we had a banger on our hands, but
nah, that was a jam though.
Nah, it was super.
Back
dope.
when I sounded like a 12-year-old.
Those were good times though. Those were good times. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was just talking about like the progression, like of us, like just from like going to a point where we just like recorded, didn't mix anything down. We just like raw. I thought I was Slim Shady. Everything was like so aggressive and hard that I ever made.
Everything was a verbal assault
on somebody or something. And so it's cool to see the growth in that.
Yeah.
So like alright, I'm gonna ask you one more question, then we're gonna spit some bars. Like, this could be an overall thing, or it could be one specific thing. So with the music that you're putting out now, like that you're working on now, what's like one thing as far as like the message of like and like the progress in your music that you're really gonna be proud to share with people when they hear this? Like you're like, oh, when they hear this, I'm really proud that people are gonna like either one message or just like a general like concept.
I mean, for anyone who knows me, they generally know I really don't give a fuck, and I kind of do what I want for the most part. And I don't like that's not always the best way to go about your life, but I feel like people can take that and put it in their own terms as like, you know, like if you want to be a rapper or artist, you could be like, yo, fuck this, I don't give a fuck about what y'all are saying I can or can't do, like I'm doing this shit. And that's kind of how I've always like carried myself, which has been good and bad at times. But that's just I mean, it's not like a certain message I have to give anyone, because I'm always writing about different stuff, and a lot of songs you would just have to listen to even get how I'm feeling. I feel like it's different areas in my brain, like different songs or just different like thoughts or feelings that I've had, and I don't know, I don't really have a certain message, I guess, not yet at least. I just want people to I don't know, believe in themselves and do whatever they want to do, because life is short. And I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you, man. That's why we get along so well.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same. Like, if you believe like you want to do something, you better like go ahead, put your head down and do it, regardless of what anyone else thinks about it. Because you're not promised anything.
Don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do.
Brett never lets anyone tell him what to do. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna spit something. But it's like when he said, like, he's like, I always do me, and that's not always the best thing. But that's something that I admire about Brett, because like I'm like the exact opposite. Like I want to make sure everybody like is calm and cool and like kind of feels good about what I'm doing. And so like if I believe in something and someone gives me a little bit of like friction, I might like not pursue it, or I might try to change the way that I like present it. But Brett's like, no, this is how I feel about this, and like this is what I'm gonna do.
Very
and if you don't like it,
straightforward.
But that's good. Like you know what I mean. You're never gonna like wonder. You're never gonna have to wonder where he stands.
You're not gonna be like, how's Brett feel about this?
You're gonna always know.
I'm gonna always tell you exactly how I feel about it.
It's genuine, and it's good stuff. So, alright, well, I'm gonna let you spit some bars for the people. Just kind of tell them a little bit about what you're gonna share.
About to spit a verse from, by the way, me and Cliche, he was on, I guess, the last artist collab, Sunday 16. Me and him are working on like a 5-6 song EP. Should be me and him, and well, I'm sure we'll have a couple of features from other people, but the main two people are gonna be me and him while I'm working on my own, because I'm just trying to flood myself with work, because it'll make me do it.
Right.
Yeah. Because if I give myself space, then I'm just a lunch meat. But this is a song we did for the EP. It's called "Kill for This," and basically he's on the hook, does the first verse, then I come in with the second verse, and it's like, I don't know if you kill for me, but I kill for y'all. A lot on my mind that I gotta get by. Could've quit by now, but I'm still involved. I got a feeling, dog, that we could reach heights only pharaohs could touch. Get in my way, watch the barrel combust. Won't compare them to us. Feeling like Yeezy, but I still ain't wearing this stuff. I got my own steeds, my own grind. I ain't got no time to tread in these waters surrounded by sharks. I just built one of them arcs. My brightest ideas still come from the dark, so when I go spark, my actions still come from the heart. Guess I'm the son of an art. No, I don't run in the park. My music run up the chart. I'm a menace now, got respect from the jump since I've been around. That lieutenant sound, salute to me or shoot to me, cause it ain't what it used to be. I used to see over everybody like a boost to see. Now I look them out the eyes like a troop of ease, and truthfully refuse to leave. There ain't anybody trying to come and move the team.
I fucking told you. Like, this last 4 bars, like, how the heck do you think to flow like that? It's crazy.
So
I'm excited to hear that project.
That's we're gonna be working on that. I'm working on my own joint. She's working on stuff. Everybody working on stuff.
Yeah. So this is another Sunday 16. Another local artist, Jett Johnson. Tell them where they can find you. Like, if they can look your music up, stuff like that.
Got SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Jett_Johnson. Twitter's just Jett Johnson. Instagram's Jett_Johnson. I don't really fuck with Facebook unless you're in my family, so fuck off. But that's about where you can find me.
Yeah. So definitely make sure you peep his stuff. We're gonna definitely always be collaborating. He's on Cold Drinks, song off my mixtape. It's super dope, so you can peep him on that. We'll be back next week with another video, so stay tuned, keep coming back.
Let's get it.
Peace.